Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryu Gozrar. It's been a hot day since you guys have seen me. I apologize for that. I'm hoping today is going to be the day we start to get back on schedule with these Bronze to Masters series. Sorry for the late upload on, I think this is part 8 now. I've been pretty busy. I have school starting back up now, and I've been going through some stuff. But we'll hopefully be able to continue the series. I also would like to talk about some of the things I have planned for my 3 videos a month, being a build per month. Because I'm going to be doing this series and hopefully completing it by the end of January, if not way earlier. Hopefully way earlier, GLHF. What I'm hoping to do here is I'm hoping to, instead of releasing 3 build guides for each matchup, I'll maybe do 3 kind of like little bonus mini videos on kind of like ways you can improve, small games you can play, and I guess replay analysis. Generally just stuff you should know if you want to improve in the general game. Now, I'm going to talk about that more a bit later. Let's get into the game. We're playing a TBT here. We are in Platinum League. We're going to be playing double gas here, because that's usually what I've been doing. I find that for new players trying to climb, the easiest and most solid way, as well as safest, is 100% to just go double gas. I won't lie, I personally... got my gas a little bit too early. I personally like to play Reaper Fast Expand with a 16 barracks and a 16 gas, and then, you know, go Reaper Marine. But that requires a lot of game sense as well as knowledge, and that can usually get BTFO'd by some builds. So, if you're kind of new and you just want to climb, you don't want to die to stuff, you want to have the best chance against early aggression, then double gas is the way to go. Plus, you don't really lose out on much. You lose on a little bit of minerals, sure, but you end up having more gas than Reaper Fast Expand, so it's basically trading minerals for tech, and it's a fine choice. People in the pro leagues do it. So we're going to do our gas pull. I'm going to show you guys another thing you can do here. So some maps like to have a Reaper wall. What you can do, you can put a depot here and one more here. We don't put a depot here because these like corner pieces right here can kind of be evaded. So if we were to put one more depot here, it would completely wall it off. You can see these like corner pieces there. That's kind of what would cock block you here. Now there is some disadvantage to doing a depot wall off like this, and that is in, oh, there's his SCV. That is in the fact that if he has Hellions, they can kind of go up here. So do it at your own risk, but it's totally an okay move to do something like this, in case you were ever wondering. Protosses do it, so can Terran. Yep. Let's grab our Expo. Get our worker saturation going. You guys remember the rule, we want to keep our Reaper and Hellion here. This also acts as a nice spotter, so if we're watching the minimap, we can react really fast. If you guys don't do this already, okay, we're gonna need to drop a depot here. It's a little bit late, but if you guys don't do this, always have your first units hotkeyed. This is just so you can grab them the easiest, and if you are somebody who uses F2, my best recommendation is you try to stop using it. One of the methods I use to get out of the F2 habit is I moved it to F5. This makes it a lot easier for me to, or sorry, a lot harder for me to hit. So it makes it, it takes away the incentive, really, from wanting to use F2. So that's one method I could recommend. Anyways, when you have your 5 units, 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions, you can move out across the map. When the first SCV gets down here, we can build a gas. Okay, we'll lift these 2 buildings up. We'll go 1 Cyclone. Let's bring these units together. Okay, this is a very interesting build. I like this. This is very greedy from our opponent. Okay, cool. So, let's think about what we see. We see a wall here, a barracks, CC, and a depot, right? And we know he has a tank on the other side. So, what we can do, we can go over here. He may have it walled, but it's still worth trying. And we'll keep the 2 Hellions out here to stop anything from leaving. So, let's go ahead and go up. We actually saw he moved a couple Marines here. So, we see he actually doesn't have anything here. So, kind of going a little advanced here, but we're just going to throw grenades at this, really. Let's grab our 3rd CC. Okay, so he brought his tank over there. Ooh, he shot his own SCVs there. So let's see if he still has the tank over here then. He doesn't. So we can see there was a hole in the wall there. And we can walk in here with the Hellions. Excellent. And that's already a lot of damage. So in case you're wondering, there are ways to do damage to stuff like that. Now behind this, we want to continue going for our Ravens. And we want to start building up our Marine tank army. So we'll drop 2 barracks here. Get some Marines going here. Next, we'll bring these 2 units over. We'll go ahead and grab 2 engineering bays. I'm sorry if this is a little advanced. I just want to show you guys like some things you can do. Now, we remember he had 1 tank and no air units, so we're going to just fly a Raven over here. We're going to see his tank is right here. Okay, we'll put the auto turret there. This will kill the tank. We need a supply depot, forgot about that. We'll drop down 2 more barracks. We'll swap these 2 buildings here. And what we'll do is we'll keep the Cyclones right here, and just like last time, we'll drop an auto turret right here. Okay. Grab our... Let's do our swap here. Double add-on. We'll do a lock-on right here. If we can, we want to keep it just a range, but no, it's a little too much. Okay, we'll just chill with the Raven here then. Okay, we'll do Vikings now. We are going to be a little money starved just because we're trying to get so much going. And send these guys back here. But it's all good. Okay. That's fine if he kills that, honestly. We'll do our +1/+1. We're cutting a little bit on the tanks just because we're trying to get everything out, like these add-ons. So, now that we have that, we'll begin making more stuff. We still have this Reaper, so actually what we can do with it is we can just send it back over there. Now, usually you don't want to take this third because it only has 1 gas, but just for the sake of time, and we want to get something going quickly, we're going to do that. So we don't want to micro this Reaper much, so we're going to put it between a space right here where it's a 1x1, and as you can see, the SCVs are going to struggle to kill it. If you don't have the attention to look at it, just do something like that quickly and leave it. Okay. Now, again, we're getting supply blocks, so we need to work on our 2 depots constantly. These 2 guys right here, they're always going to be making depots for us. That's their role now. Because we also have our 3rd base and our 3rd gas set up, we're also going to want to drop down a 2nd factory, one more depot for fun. We're going to want to gather these units. Now, luckily, we kept all of our Ravens up. Supply pack is bad. But we kept all of our Ravens, so this means we have lots of auto turrets, lots of Vikings, lots of disables. We just have a lot going if we were to go push out. And to be honest, with what we know he went for a very fast 3rd. So, I would actually say in this type of position, when we know we did so much damage to him, and we know he, you know, doesn't have much of a starport army, we actually can go across the map and do a slow push. We're going to take 2 workers right here, have them mine that, send these 2 workers down, and we're going to try and build our 4th right here. So we're going to go up this way, just because it's a little bit safer. I'm going to go ahead and grab combat shields, tech lab, and make sure you have your units rally to a very safe space between your base. This is in case he pushes here. You know, we have units there. We're going to grab these Vikings and bring them over. Okay, cool. We see he's going for his 3rd base now, so we can just quickly try and kill that. We see he has his siege tanks there. That's fine. We can tank it for a little bit, and we can just leave. Okay. Now, normally, we can throw a scan down here and say, okay, 2 tanks and a missile turret. So, the safest way to proceed about here, if you don't want to lose any units, is to take your tanks and just start sieging. And let's keep making units. Go ahead and drop that 4th CC. Begin having some units go over there to mine. So you guys will build gases. Okay. As you can see, he has a Thor, so what we can do right here is we can go in. This is the easy way, honestly, of winning. We drop a bunch of missile turrets, or just drop a bunch of these guys right here, and we land the Vikings, and we just go for it. This is me completely A-moving. There's no micro here, other than, you know, dropping the auto turrets and landing the Vikings, but it's just going in and killing them. So 2 tanks isn't enough, and the power of the auto turret is great. And we lost one of the Ravens too at the start of that, so you kind of see there. It's a easy way to break those positions. So that guy was playing mech, and he was playing a very, very greedy style of it. Actually, I'm curious what his build was here. So, okay, he delayed his gas by quite a lot. Went marine only. Factory, okay. His CC was actually later than ours, despite being a Reaper fast expand, but his third command center was really quick. That's interesting. I like that kind of. But something like that would typically just die to us sending our first Reaper across. So there actually is a lesson of us being punished a little bit, if he had held that better, for not SCV scouting. Which is actually, now that I think about it, something I did forget to do. So you can kind of see there, that is a game where, you know, had we just known that, it would have been way faster. So don't underestimate the SCV scout. Now then, next game, we're looking at a TVP. The map is Eternal Empire. This isn't really the map you want to 3-racks on. It is a map, though, you want to play a kind of bio-drop mine, or mine drop style on. So that's what we're going to do this game. We're going to do our 16-16. Remember to set your camera hotkeys. By the way, against greedy mech players, the trick is just build a Viking count and siege them. They either invest into too many tanks or too many Vikings, so you can just force out stuff while being even greedier behind it. Because they have to make those defenses, and you can just make a light commitment of units. So we're just going to chase this probe with 1 worker. The only time we stop chasing is when he goes back here. So when he does that, we just wait. 9 out of 10 times they send the probe back in. This guy may be the 1 in 10. The actual legend, the miracle man, the mystery worker. Or he has this watchtower and he sees me. Either way, we're gonna send this SCV back. We'll drop our CC. You'll stay right here and you'll build the depot. Additionally, we could have sent him across the map to scout, but I don't really feel a need to in TVP. Granted, against stuff like max packs, it is a lot safer, but it's kind of a preference thing for me. I think you can hold all of it without SCV scouting, but I'm gonna be the first to say this. I'm objectively wrong in that sense. There are some things you must SCV scout. So we're gonna go ahead and leave our Marine right there. We'll have our Reaper check things out. Okay, standard. Gate Cyber. And he's going Robo. Now this is really nice here. He's pulling all of his probes. So we'll just, we'll do a shift around here real quick and then leave. This will maybe make him pull his probes again. Yep. Okay, cool. And you know what, just for fun, we'll go in here and we'll throw a single nade and we'll just run. He may get the Reaper. Oh, he did. That was actually really nice movement by him, so well done for him. We saw enough of what we need to, though. Adept first and a Robo. So usually something like that, what it tells me is that he's going to try and do the Glaive Depth build or some form of a either Colossus style or Disruptor drop. That's typically how I see it, just because why would you want to save the money on the Adept, you know? Okay. Let's go ahead and keep rallying our Marines here. He'll likely send his Adept across, that's fine if he does. Okay. These 2 workers you'll always notice finish and come around at the same time to both build their barracks together. Of course you have to wait a little bit, but they'll get the job done together. That is, if you're wondering, the correct time. It's usually after the starport finishes to build these 2 barracks. And always remember, at 4 minutes is when you want to drop this eBay. It's fine if it's a little bit off like this. Okay, then we can drop our next gas after the eBay. This worker's about to expire, so we want to pull him off so we don't waste some money. Okay. Tech Lab. Tech Lab. These 2 guys go down here. We boost them out of back here, the bottom part of the screen. This is just a safe spot to boost it. Marine. Marine. Okay, cool. +1 attack first. Boost again. Gonna lift. 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 We swap these onto here so we can get our combat shields and stim. And we swap these off so we can make reactors for medevacs and mines. Okay. Minimap awareness right here. This is a War Prism stalker play. This was a possibility, but I didn't think you'd do it like this. So pull your workers and just A-move your SCVs and get ready to do your mine drop. So right here, killing this is the most important. Okay, behind this, we'll boost in. Drop, drop, drop. Look back. His stalkers are gone. I'm pretty sure they recalled or died. Okay, so we did take some hits, but granted, I'm pretty sure he took even more. Let's see, 2, 10, 4. We still have plenty of our workers back at home. He took the greater trade there. Or, well, he took the bigger hit there. So, we'll make our Marauders and Marines. We'll make more mines. We need another depot, so we'll get that started. Drop supply real quick. Repopulate this gas, because we need that gas for these medevacs and Marauders. We'll make 2 Marines right here, just because we want to afford these medevacs. More depot. Double medevac. Okay. And our timing should be off by like 16 or 18 seconds, but we should be okay. Actually, maybe a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to move out at 610 here. Because we have the units, we just don't have the medevacs. And what we need to be doing right here is we need to watch the medevacs. We'll have it rallied here. Cool trick, by the way. If you A-click a unit you have, the medevac will follow it. So, cool little advanced tricks we got there. Okay, so now we're going to take these medevacs, we're going to boost them. And, yeah. We'll just proceed with our push. Back to depot production. We see his third nexus, which is where we always want to move towards, by the way, in case you're wondering. Our combat shields and stim are about to be done here. A little bit for stim. So we can chill a little bit here. We can just gather the boys up. We'll do 1 more medevac for now, because we don't need more than 4. Constant depots here. We're just going to chill a little bit. And it's going to tell us just at the side, right there, that stim pack is complete. Looking at the side is pretty useful. Okay, and we'll go ahead and go with the push. So, we can make a small little concave here. We see he sees us, because there's an observer over our army. We can see that by, you know, moving our camera like this. It's right there. Hold on. You see it? Right there. And you can also see we don't really need to look at this, because our army's just better. And stim one more time. You can take these Widow Mines. You can move them here and here. Mass Stalker doesn't really beat bio supported by medevacs. You know what, we'll actually go up to, we'll go up to more medevacs. We'll go up to 6. By the way, remember your, 3rd and, or 4th and 5th barracks. We actually could have had those way earlier. So those are pretty important. Okay, we'll stem up the ramp here. This is an Artosis pylon, so turning that off, we'll turn off 2 gates. We'll grab these mines. We'll bring them up. Boost this medevac out of the way. And that's a good game right there. Not bad. So his mistake there was he kind of left his War Prism and he ran towards the SCVs and kind of got himself trapped. We didn't manage there because we know he was spending his time microing his stalkers. And without a War Prism, he doesn't have the ability to pick up. So, we can ignore that. We can just have our units and workers A-move towards the stalkers. And we can just focus on making sure our mine drop is, you know, planted. Because that killed a lot of workers. Actually, maybe we can go back at that game and look at the replay. We'll probably see that we killed more than he did. And that's kind of a... Some people may say that's bullshit OP, but ours was a dedicated, like... excuse me, attack. His was more of just a, I'm gonna go in and shoot shit. The other thing is, he also didn't really control it correctly, or he actually possibly could have won. Because with good War Prism Micro, that is the better situation for him. But if you don't use your units correctly, then they won't work, you know, the way they could. So, weird situation there. That's kind of one of the downsides as well to losing our Reaper. We don't really get to see what he was doing. Otherwise, we could have seen the War Prism just by, you know, kind of poking in and out every now and then. So I think we are against the same opponent here. So I'll Gucci. Send our SCV to hit his worker. Two guys in the gas. We'll hotkey this worker. If we see him make a move towards this gas, we'll have a worker ready to be pulled. And we see he is not, so that's fine. Okay, he's just kind of wasting his time here. It doesn't really matter. We still want to chase it though, because we want him to keep moving like this, because maybe we make a depot when we trap it. Or he stays he stays around long enough for our Reaper to kill him. Either way, it's fine. This also prevents him from just kind of fucking hitting random shit. So, what we'll do here, depot. He's trapped. That's a free worker kill for us. We'll just kill this really quick. Send the Reaper across. It's a nice little victory for us. It's not a big deal, but it's nice. Obviously, this one worker kill isn't going to decide the game, but that's one less worker he'll have, so slight injury to his economy. Okay. Reactor here. We'll go in, chop a grenade. Okay, we'll just let him pull his workers here, like this, and then walk out. Okay, onto there. You can see here, we can maybe quickly go back in, throw a grenade, and leave. Same build as last time, by the way. No need to change what's not broke. We'll check out over here. We know he has a unit, so we can kind of pull it down here by just shooting at his nexus. So we'll see if he brings the unit down. Yeah, he did. And he threw his shade back in because he knows we're gonna try and jump back in, so he's not falling for the bait. Okay, and like I said, these two guys right here come out at the same time. Barracks. Barracks. See how nice that is? Now, one thing we could have done faster is the depot. Try to get that down to 37. Because of that, we're actually going to have to skip these next two Marines. So, not so nice. Okay, we'll get ready. Because next, we're going to do our eBay. And you know, we're going to have our next depot build right here. Okay, we see he's doing the exact same thing. So, we're going to need to make more Marines. Let's grab our gas geyser. It's going to be a little bit late. That's fine. We're going to have the medevac go a little bit closer this time. We know he's not sending the War Prism out through here, so we'll send this to the watchtower. With any luck, we won't lose it. Okay. Land these two here. We don't see any War Prism on the minimap, so we're just gonna go for it anyways. We see he made a cannon, and he's watching this time, so we don't need to do anything. We can just actually, you know, fly to this base instead. What we'll do is we'll put the mine right here. This will make him want to go down for it. And we'll retarget it to hit the stalker and hit those probes. Just small retargeting. Little micro chick there. Maybe a little too advanced for you guys. You can just try to drop them anyways. Okay. I don't know what this is. It's another cannon. Bad spot for it. We'll make our timing ready. Put the mine right here. We'll just chill right here. Okay, he has War Prism, so we'll pick it up. We'll boost right here. Behind this, we're just making stuff. So we'll drop. Siege. We'll try to focus the Stalker if we can. If not, that's fine. You want to focus the Stalker because one worker clearly doesn't cost nearly as much as one Stalker. Okay, anyways, we'll gather our units now. Go ahead and grab our third base. And we'll start moving across the map here. We F2 this Reaper, that's bad. Me telling you guys not to F2 and then me doing it myself. Okay, so when we get there, stim should be done. And you guys remember, we have the units rallied here. Okay, this is coming down, so we'll do 2 more barracks. And get that down at 630, yep. Start +1 shields. Re-begin work production. We'll remake our units. Stim is now done. We have our units rallied here, just in case he does that War Prism shenanigans again. Okay. We'll stim in. 1 worker, or 1 would have mine sieged, another siege. Now, we would have liked to have way more mines here, but that's fine if we don't. Okay, and we know he's going to be coming down from this ramp, so we want to actually position our units in a concave like this. Okay, so these units are all ready. We'll load it up. Boost, drop, right here. And we'll have another set of units ready. And the rest will go here. Okay. You see he's up there, so what we can do, we can just wait a little bit. We're going to do a 2-prong. Now, the way we're going to do this 2-prong is we're just going to chill right here for a little bit, right? But, it's an extra guy right there. What we're going to do is we're going to shift this drop here and into here. And we'll do some more depots. This is going to drop right over here. And then when you see he's moving his army, or he doesn't, we'll then send this one in. Again, we want a concave here. Behind, as you can see, this is over here. This is stopping him from mining. We don't want to go up this ramp like this. We can actually kill this observer right here. This is still doing damage over here. This is a new available force, so we'll drop it to back up here. Kill the building stalker because that one's easier to kill. Keep making your units. We'll do an armory and ghost academy because we see high Templar. And we'll do double gas like that. And yeah, let's game. Again, the stuff back at home we could have had faster, but it's fine. We're focusing on the general principles of the fight. So there we go. Another game where we just do our builds. And you can see there the timing should just outright win. Just because cannons are not the way to hold it, and massing the wrong units isn't going to hold it either. Okay. TVT. This time we'll remember to SCV Scout. Ooh, it is getting foggy. It was bright just a couple minutes ago. I don't know about you guys, I personally never liked the fog. I've always liked really sunny days. But, I don't know. I really hate foggy weather. How about you guys? What's your favorite weather? You guys, rain types, sunny day types, days where it's like no sun at all, gloomy days, maybe nighttime. I don't know if nighttime is actually a weather. I mean, a sunny day, clear skies I would, gather as a weather, but I don't know about the nighttime. I guess it would. Anyways, we're not going to do double gas this game, by the way. I'm going to show you guys what I typically do, which is Reaper Fast Expand off of 1616. We're going to set our camera hockey. So this will be our third base. This will be our fourth. Or this will be our fourth. Actually, this will be our fourth. Yeah, I like that. So we'll expand main, natural, third, fourth, fifth. And you right there, you'll be the sixth. Main, nat, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Wonderful. Okay, let's see what we got going on in the hood here. Okay. Hello, my fellow Terran player. Doing a gas pull pretty early. He has 2 over there. Building 1 right here. His orbital's late, that's fine. CC. Okay, this is standard double gas. We're fine. So, what you do next, you go depot, and you have the SCV go here when you're done. This is my preferred build in TVT when I want to play a standard macro game. But despite how much I tell you guys cheese is bad and how much I hate gimmicks, I hate TVT so much that I'll only play it seriously in custom games, so I typically just gimmick out players. But if I do want to play the game seriously, this is how I would do it. Okay, so actually we're going to send this guy back, and you will make the bunker. So, reactor first, and then with your next 100 minerals, bunker. And we send the Reaper across always, just because our Reaper is faster, because it was Rax first. Gas first has a slightly slower Reaper. So if our Reapers meet, ours would be in the more advantageous position. Just make sure you watch it on the minimap, though. Anyways, he's going double gas and a command center, so we know he skipped his orbital to afford that. So we'll just chill here. When we see another unit, we'll run. He was actually winning that fight. I don't know why he did that. Okay, 1 Hellion, 2 Marines. Orbital. Oh, shit. Wasn't watching that. Oh, well. So you rally the Marines in here, and you have the Hellion rallied somewhere like here on a map like this. And, yeah. Tech Lab immediately after the Hellion. Hellion's patrolling like that. Rally down another 16 out of 16. When the starport SCV is finished, he's going to make a depot here, then like here, and so on. This is just to gain vision of around our base. After 3 Marines in the bunker, you rally the rest of your Marines to the main. This is to defend against the Liberator. You make a tech lab here. Actually, sorry, you swap these 2 buildings here. And after that swap, you throw down a refinery. Raven. More Marines. Depot right here. After this depot, you can throw down the 3rd CC. We're going to do 1 Cyclone with the Raven. Cut Marine production here for a little bit. This 3rd CC should come down around like 420 or something. Okay, now you can see we can afford it. Now after these next SCVs, we can make Marines again. Another Raven. My friend Rex likes to go 2 Cyclone. I sometimes do 2 Cyclone, but I think it's easier if you just go for a 2nd tank after here. It's up to you though, so we'll do a tank next here. And we'll keep the Raven and Cyclone in the main, and the Marines come down to right here, this bottom depot. Okay, right there, we see a Liberator. We're watching the minimap. Take these units. Losing 1 SCV to the Lib is more than good enough. Okay, and we should have actually had another depot queued up behind this, so that's our mistake. Okay. So we'll swap these 2 buildings. We'll throw down 2 barracks. Start stim up. Double medevac with the Cyclone. Okay. Next, we're going to do double eBay. It's 1:10 p.m. Interesting. Okay. Orbital. We'll start having these workers mine out here. See what I mean about the Liberator harass though, right? Now, our Marines could have gone down there a little bit sooner, but that's fine. We didn't take too much damage. Now, when these 2 guys are done, we're going to make 2 more barracks, but first, we're going to make these extra Vikings. +1/+1 is going to be a little bit delayed. That's because we actually forgot our 4th gas. When you drop down your E-base, make sure you grab that. So the Cyclone's going to come down here, and we're instead going to go, this is also going to delay this. We're going to lift up our 3rd CC, but first we're going to do a scan once the orbital's done. We'll do 2 barracks. Have them go to the 3rd. Okay. We got our +1/+1 first. We'll just make naked Marines, it's fine. We'll grab these units here. We'll send the Cyclone out to his 3rd, like here. We still have the Reaper, which we don't. Oh, we have the Hellion. We'll send the Hellion to the other third. Okay. We'll do double gas right away. Grab our add-ons. We'll put our tanks down. And I like to siege the tanks like this. A little bit forward, so they're covering, you know, the ramp and not too far back. And then the next tank, we want to have it right here in case he decides to siege the natural. And we're going to make your depots. We'll just drop a quick cheat depot. We'll do 2 more reactors. Stim's done, so we can start combat shield next. But actually, before we do combat shields, we're going to do 2 more Vikings. Because that's a little bit more important right now. Okay, so with our Hellion, we've confirmed where his third is. So the Cyclone can instead go to the middle of the map now, because we know he's not expanding in that direction. Vice versa, you do the same with the Hellion. You'd send it to the middle. And this is just to act as like a scout for when he moves out. Okay, this tank I like to have here. Next, we can drop down our third factory. Sorry, our second factory. Okay, we'll stop at this amount of Vikings. We'll do double medevac. Keep making those depots. Right here, you're going to stop making units for a little bit, and you're going to save some money. We're going to drop down a 4th. Right about here. Hey, 20 seems pretty good. Next, we'll do our armory. It's going to be a little bit late. A few things are late, but that's fine. The 4th gas really messed us up. We'll do another siege tank here. Queue up 2 more medis. It's short for medevacs, in case you're wondering. Load up these marines here. What we're going to do is we're going to boost it here and into the back of the natural here. And these brave marines will be adventurers. Tech lab. Okay. We have some gas here, so we can throw down sensor tower 1. And sensor tower 2. Just like that. Right here. I like it. I like it. Do you guys like it? Let me know. Seriously, I love hearing everybody's opinion. You know what? We have some extra marines here, and we have another medevac. If you want, send out another drop. We can have it path to here. We can see here this drop's coming in good. Scan, he has his whole army here, but that's fine. We're just going to focus this gas geyser and pick up. And then we're going to boost right over here. We know where his army is now, though. It's not here. So, we'll drop the medevacs here. Okay. We see he sent a Liberator there. We're going to boost the medevacs here. These guys right here are going to boost directly into the main. We're going to drop down 3 more barracks and a depot. We're going to start rallying to the 4th. And 1 more depot. Okay, we're going to focus the CC here. We're going to run. Boost. Oh, shit. Don't die. Okay, we got his 3rd CC, I think. So these units are all going to group up right here. Get 2-2, because that's a little bit late. By little, I mean by quite a lot. Okay, this is a way better trade for us, so we'll take it. He doesn't have medevac, so this is really nice for us. There's a Liberator right here, we can go around it. 1 right here. We'll just kill that. And let's scan. He has all of his tanks there. And we remember he had 1 more tank here and his upgrades. So we're going to do a kind of ballsy play here. We're going to load up these medevacs. We're going to boost right on in here. And we're going to drop right on top of the tank that's right here. You guys remember from my last video, right? And we see these armories or these E-bays are upgrading. We're going to quickly dispose of these marines. And we're going to focus the E-bays. The E-bays are important. Also, we see a fusion core. This is definitely a BC or Lib range. But we're going to assume it's BC for now. We're going to get the armory too. And we'll do 2 more starports. So 1, 2. Double gas, CC. Expo. CC. You want to branch out in these games here. Okay. Okay. We need to back out of this now. So we'll go home. And what we do, since we're maxed, we've been maxed for a while, we're going to stop fucking around. We're going to grab all the units. We're going to grab all the homies, okay? And we're going to have this guy go here after. We'll salvage this bunker. We don't need it anymore. We could have salvaged it way earlier, not gonna lie. We'll drop down a 2nd armory and a fusion core. Get these starports. Okay, that's the first BC. So we're gonna send everything there. Actually, we probably should have left some units there. It's fine if he kills this shit. Doesn't matter. Okay, disable. Ravens counter this unit pretty hard. Okay, now we just move out, and if we can scan him, he no longer has a third, and he's missing a lot of stuff, so we probably win. We're gonna wait a little bit, but we're gonna grab our +1 ship weapons and armor. We'll grab 3/3, but we'll be doing our push as our 2/2 finishes, so that's gonna be a really good timing. Keep making CCs, and at our third base here, we'll just go ahead and drop down a lot of starports. Okay, actually he's doing a push here. We'll disable 2 of his tanks here. And yeah, that's the game. We don't really need to do much because we just have so much more going for us. Our 2/2's done. We have everything. I don't know. His build was interesting. It just wasn't very good. It's a very weird way to play. Okay, cool. That's kind of a late game in Platinum. That could have definitely been handled way better, and we could have won way earlier, but I don't do the marine drop style enough anymore, and I'm not gonna lie, I was having fun. I haven't done marine drops in TVT that intensively in so long. They're really fun. But the style kind of dies because, I guess where I play at, most people like to go Viking Raven, so if you drop, your units either commit or they just get shot down. That being said, the marine drop style is fucking rad. It's so fun. You know what, if we get another TBT... Oh, no, we're getting this, Actually, this is the guy we just played against. He switched his race up, though. Interesting. You know what, I'm reading ATT right now. Real quick, I just want to say, if you're not an ATT, that stands for All Things Terran, come join our Discord. You can post on our Reddit, but I probably won't read that. If you ever want to ask me questions, come hang out in the Discord. There's lots of useful people there who can also answer your questions. The only thing I ask is that you please do not DM me. Just add me in the Discord. I like to keep my DMs clean. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, no, we did make the depot. Okay, good. Okay, this is a TVP now, though, but I'm reading a comment right now in ATT. Gonna give a shout out to the person asking it. Their name is Scylla? I don't know. S-I-L with, like, this thing, A. I don't know, if you're seeing this, to answer your question, how do you tend to learn a build order, or Gaslight, by the way? The way I always like to start is I like to understand the build order. Watch how it's used and understand 2 things. Number 1, how does this build open? Is it racks first? Is it gas first? Or is it, you know, is it like a CC first thing, or double gas, you know? Understand the opening. Number 2, what is the goal of your build? Is your build defensive? Is it to open with a punish or harass? Or is it like a greedy or aggressive type of opener? Number 3, figure out your timings, such as when do I grab my upgrades? When do I throw down my buildings? And finally, understand the key timing for your build. For an example, let's take the 1/1 mine drop. The key timing for sure is that we get down our timing at 6:30 with +1 stim and combat shields. The supply we always worry about last. That's called optimizing your build. But the other important timings are like 4-minute eBay, you know, knowing when to throw down those extra barracks. Those are what you would consider the general timings, but the key timing, the time we push, the time we do our entire build for, know that. So the way you can learn this is just by watching, understanding, and then practicing it. I always recommend that people try and build at least once, you know, so they can get the feel of it against the AI. If you need to do it more than once, go ahead, and then try to take it to ladder. Never try to smurf your builds, honestly. Trash Economy says he likes to do that. You can do that, but I think it's honestly way better if you just get used to playing your builds at your level. Just because you won't be playing a build successfully at a lower level, just because you could be winning for multiple reasons, such as you're just outright better, or they don't know what to do due to them being at a lower level. We're just gonna kill workers here. Okay, we made a stalker, so we're gonna leave. 4 workers, nice. Yeah, I can... Yeah, not to be a dick or flex or anything, I can usually win most of these games with the first Reaper, I think. So, here, let's use this game as an example. We know our timings for 1111. We did this off of 1616. And now the next thing we need to know is that our build is trying to do a timing that hits at 630 with +1 stim pack and combat shields. So, like I said, when these starport finishes and the SCV is here, we can always get these 2 barracks down on time and have a depot started. Now our next timing is going to be at 4 minutes. That's going to have a an eBay dropping down with a gas geyser as well. We can see here. Scout real quick. We're not going to do anything big here. We're just going to scout and leave. Now behind this, we're making units, SCVs, and we're just kind of chilling. Keep making your depots constantly here. Right here, we can drop down an eBay. Next, we drop down a gas. And when these 2 finish, they make tech labs. That's part of our build. The reason we do this is so we can get our stim and combat shields from here. We're going to keep making workers. We're going to keep making depots. We make 1 depot at a time here just because it lets us keep producing units pretty consistently without overspending our money. We lift these 2 buildings up and put the barracks on them because it lets us get the upgrades as fast as we would want them to. Move the Reaper to the 3rd, by the way. These guys here. We always start with combat shields, then the add-ons, then stim, then 4 marines, and then combat shield. And then we do our medevac drop behind this. 1, 2, 3. There we go, that's the 3rd. You'll go right here in the center probe. Yeah, beautiful. Keep dropping your mules. Grab your combat shields. After that's done, you can start doing marauder production. Because we're now producing a better unit that costs 2 supply, we're going to make 2 depots at a time. As well, with our constant SCV production, we can afford to build more at once. And now when these 2 buildings finish, you want to go for your 2 mines first, and your 2 medevacs. Now, ideally, for the optimization part of the build, we'll know we did this right if we have 3 to 4 medevacs as we're leaving. Sorry, not 3 to 4 medevacs, 3 to 4 mines. You want a lot of mines with this build. Mines are really good against gateway units. We'll go back to 1 depot here for a little bit. Okay, so more mines. And you'll see, this is going to time out exactly as we want it to. Now we're going to stop worker production here because we're already at a pretty nice number. When these 2 medevacs are out, we can start moving out. We can wait for these next 2 mines. 4 to 6 is a pretty good number. So we'll start moving out. We can do actually, we can boost a medevac here. We can head over. We'll drop our 3rd at 610. And we'll do 2 barracks. And behind this, we're making 2 more medevacs and more units to reinforce here. And with the rest of the army, which we can drop these mines out, we're hitting our push. Should be at 630. We're a little bit late. That's fine. But the general idea still stands. We want to hit by now. And you can see we have all the upgrades. So we'll stim in. Mine, mine, mine. And bring these mines in the back forward. And we're just going in. And we can actually run a lit. That's mine hits. Quality. And yep, that's the game. Easy peasy. Alright, good stuff. Cool, cool. It's a solid game right there. We're over here in 3K MMR. We'll be hitting Platinum 2 soon. So, to answer your question again, Scylla, this is how, I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to know how. This is how I would go about learning a new build order. And you can use that game or my other videos as a way to understand and learn, I guess, how to do said builds. But yeah, that's the process of learning it. And for anybody else who is wondering, I hope this small little tidbit of information really helped you. Cool though, cool. Alright, so let's go into the next game. TBT. Nice. This is a great map for doing 16-16. That's Reaper Fast Expand off 16-16, but we're gonna go double gas. Now, you know what? Last time I said if we get a TBT again, we're going to be doing a marine drop style. So you know what? Maybe we will do 16-16. And I'm going to show you guys the marine heavy style. the Marine drop style. This is a pretty shit style, I'm not gonna lie. It's just not good for a lot of reasons. Like, if your opponent is aware of how to play TBT, they understand that they can use less to defend more of your Marine investment. And Vikings and Ravens kind of make it easy to deny drops early on, which is why people open them. Plus, if you have medevacs and somebody has Viking tank, good luck trying to break their siege, you know? These are things you need to understand. Now, we actually forgot to SCV scout, but fuck that. We're not going to do it this game. We're just going to be sad boys. Don't be a sad boy like me, please. Scout, please. I'm sorry, I talk a lot so I forget, but please, Scout. You'll be so happy. Scouting is amazing in TBT. It does so many wonders for you. Be surprised. Just knowing if they're double gas, no gas, one gas, goes a long, long way. Okay, he's SCV scouting. This guy's a Chad, but his SCV scout shall not harm my SCV. Haha! He's really fearing us now. Oh, fuck! Okay. These are some special fucking tactics right here. We're gonna kill his SCV. Okay, you guys remember what I said with this build? Send the SCV down here. Yep, we got his SCV. Couldn't tell because the Reaper has 1 kill. Bunker. Finery. And reactor. Let's check out his expo. Cool. We want to position as far away from the ramp so we have more time to react. I'm gonna kill that SCV. Oops, there. Okay, he went 2 Marines, that means no Reaper. And the 2 Marines are coming out at the same time. That makes me believe it's reactor. Let's take a look to confirm. Oh, naked. Okay, and we see 1 gas. So we're gonna see if we can kill this factory SCV. We can. Okay, let's see if we can get out now. Hellion. In here. Cool. We'll just go over to the watchtower. Like I said, 3 Marines in the bunker, then we start rallying it to the main. You guys remember how the Liberator thing went? That Liberator could have just as easily gone into the main base. We would have been better prepared for that. Okay, Tech Lab. Remember when the starport's done, it's going to make the depots. Let's start with 1 depot here, another here, and then another here. This gives us outside vision of what's going on around us. So we'll swap these 2 buildings now. Hellion will just kind of patrol here to make sure Reapers don't jump up. We'll drop down a factory now that the, sorry, a refinery now that the Ravens started. We'll just rally units right here. Let's make a depot. Our depot is really... Oh, I don't know. It's not like I was going to say. We have this one right here. Okay, we'll just make another for fuck. Okay. Always go 1 cyclone. Like I said before, my friend Rex likes to do 2, but he also likes to take map control right away. So that's a totally legit gig. I think his way of playing is sick. But if you don't have the APM, go for a tank second. Map control, though, in TBT as you go up in levels is really, really important, so keep in mind. Okay, he's throwing down an early scan, that's fine. We'll just throw down our 3rd CC, doesn't matter. He's already behind. We know he's behind because scans are this early into the game, limiting your mule income. That's 240 less minerals he's going to have now. So when you see a scan and you're like, oh, that's so OP, he gets to scout. Just think, that's like, what is that, 5 Marines? Almost 5 Marines? That are not going to be there. And 5 Marines doesn't seem like a lot, but, I mean, they are. It's money in the game. It's more than half a CC. Okay. Drop down our double barracks now. Next we'll go double eBay. You guys remember last time? We want that, let's just get this factory and tank siege. We want that refinery as we start the double eBay. Okay. Swap these 2 buildings here. There's the Liberator, like I told you guys. It's fine. We have the units here, so... Oh, excuse me. We're gonna quickly get our 1-1. And the Liberator's not going to come to the main again, so the most likely spot it's going to be is right around here, so we'll just have the Marines patrolling. Okay. We'll do one more tank before we do our add-ons, we'll just make naked. Now, as well, when your 2 barracks finish, you want to make the 4th and 5th. We're going to have these Marines chill back here, actually. Hopefully you just shift keys it in. Okay, cool. We'll have the Cyclone go to this watchtower over here. Another tank. Double add-on. Scan with the 3rd orbital. Yeah, the 3rd orbital. Yep. Okay, we see 2 Vikings here. Is he actually? I think he's trying to send his Viking in here to help his Liberator out. That's so funny to me. Okay. We'll build a missile turret here. Okay. Siege here. We're gonna actually put this tank a little bit more forward because there's only one spot he can come in from, and that's right there. We want to do triple depot here. Actually, double depot and an armory. Okay, actually, we see he's going for a push right here, so that's even more important. And you can see right there, that's the benefit of map awareness and map vision. So that's why we're going to keep making Vikings. We were actually supposed to make medevacs, but it's good that we made Vikings. So we're going to do this real quick. Okay, that's fine. It's all well and good. Actually, we can make medevacs now. Yeah, let's see what he does. Remove homie. Okay, remember your 2nd factory. Okay, we see right here that he's trying to go from this side, so. We're no strangers to moving around. Sensor towers. Fort CC. 2-2. Gonna see he's gonna try and come up here. Disable the tanks. Stem in. It's a BC. Focus it with the Vikings. There you go. Oh wow, these were actually shooting at rocks the entire time. That's so funny. That means they actually didn't do anything. Anyways, that's game. See, he was floating a lot of money, not really doing much. It's a really awkward way to play. Okay, cool. Honestly, the mass medevac style could have worked because I think it would have, I think it actually would have absorbed enough damage. But that's my bad. I was actually supposed to go medevacs there. But that's actually the rare situation where medevacs would have died. And by rare, I mean pretty common. So that mistake actually saved me. And that's just because we wouldn't have been able to push back the Viking lib. Like, we actually would have had to engage into tanks, and that would be very difficult. Granted, though, I think we still could have won. His macro wasn't top-notch. There's just no match for the Mac Paladin. Okay, we still haven't promoted. We're right there, so this is going to be the last game of the stream. Or not stream, sorry, the recording, the VOD. I'll try to release the next part as well tomorrow and Sunday. No promises, though. But honestly, everybody, thank you so much for the support. In total, this series has gone. I really appreciate as well when people link my videos, and I've noticed even sometimes when I'm watching like Twitch streams, I'll like say something in chats and some of you will recognize me. I really appreciate that. That goes a long way for me. So thank you very much. I'm glad that these guides help people. Makes me really happy. Okay, let's see. I'm really hoping this game's a TVZ. Yes! It's a TVZ. Awesome. We haven't played a TVZ yet, I don't think. So good. Okay, I want to show you guys one of my favorite builds. Now, my good friend Heated Stove showed me this build a long time ago, and I told him, no, this build's shit. But you know, the more I looked at it, and when it was brought up to me again, I actually realized how very fucking wrong I was, and I don't know if Stove's watching this, but he's a genius. That man's a genius, okay? He is 3 billion IQ. This is the... He probably knows what build this is. This is a time build, the one he did against Cyril. On my channel, I call this the best TVZ ladder build. This is a really fucking solid build for bio. It's so fun, too. So the idea here is we're going to have 5 Hellbats, 16 Marines, Medevacs, and Stim. And we're hoping to kill him at 6 minutes. But we're also opening off of like 3 CC. So typically, when people drop down their factories in StarCraft 2, you usually associate that with a gas next, right? No. This build, 1 gas, 3 CC. Show you guys what it looks like, because I'm sure right now you guys are, your jaws dropped. I know mine would. Like, that sounds fucking awesome if you ask me. This build's so great. So, Depot, when this SCV is done, you want to send him like somewhere here, somewhere hidden. Here works actually. Because this is the furthest spot. Here, yeah. Okay, send the Reaper out. Not an SCV scouting at all today. We really suck. We're gonna rally an SCV right here. Factory. Okay. Second barracks. This is not the 211. Fuck you if you say it is. Okay, reactor. Depot. Or one more SCV, sorry. Let's see if we can snag a quick drone kill. Yes! Can we get a second? No, I don't want to try. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to be a dick. Okay, we're cutting worker SCV production here for a second. We're going to make one more, actually. We're just going to chill right here to block his third. SCV is going to go right here. As soon as we can, we want to drop down this CC. Now, I'm not gonna lie, actually, I did make a small mistake here. Typically, you're supposed to do 2 Marines before the reactor, but this is fine. That's just because, in case anything happens. Now, we're actually gonna swap these 2 right here. This is gonna make a reactor, this is gonna make a tech lab. Oh, that's fine, whatever. We're gonna make some Hellions. And the reason we do it like this is because it's actually a safer version of it, but we're actually gonna have 6 Hellions instead now. I'm doing this wrong in comparison to the, This is, I guess, the more standard way of doing this build, but the way on my VODs, if you go back and look for the video, is the safer way of doing it. This is the standard way, I guess. We kind of fucked it up. It's been a while since I've done this, but whatever. Sorry, I teased you guys cocks there for a second. This is not going to be the way time did it. I'm sorry. You'll never find out now. Okay. So, we're still on 1 gas. We're chilling here. We want to wait till we have 4 Hellions before we move out or anything. We have this, we do that because just in case he sends the Lings there like that, which you can see he's trying to do. Oh, this is a Bane bust right here. So, this situation, pull your workers, and kite. When this is done, you're going to lift up this factory after it's made all of its Hellions. Start depots here. Starport. And now you're going to begin making Marines nonstop. I don't know why I'm lagging. 2 depots, and we're going to send the Hellions out. And at 4:10, we're actually really late on this, is when you would start your double gas. Since ours is super late, we're also going to grab the 4th gas, just so we're not cucked too badly. Okay, this is going to drop a mule, and we're going to drop the 3rd at the 3rd location. So, here and here. Send the Hellions out. This actually may just win the game, to be honest. 1 more. 2 more depots. Cool, cool. Gonna make 2 medevacs here. We would grab combat shields here, but we're not. You actually want to spend your next money on this armory. 2 eBays. This is very different to how I'm doing it, actually. Maybe I should try experimenting with this more. I actually may do that in a little bit after this video's done. Keep making your Marines. You put the armory here, the 2 eBays. You want these 2 workers mining here and then going to here. You're going to drop 2 more barracks. Sorry, 3 more barracks. These guys are going to get in here. Drop over here. Combat shields. One more barracks. Start your +1/+1. And just mine this area out here. You can start up tanks. And now you're gonna make these hellbats. This could have been done way better. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, and we're gonna go in with this push. It's a pretty fun build. So stim. Start shooting his stuff. These hellbats make it really hard for him to defend. Make your depot wall here, like this. Make your units over here. We'll rally it all here. Drop your mules. Keep making your wall. It's important that you actually grab this gas next. And we're just killing our opponent here. Drop our 4th CC. We'll wall it off like that. Oh wow, I guess he just sent a bunch of banelings in at us and that killed everything. That's fine though. When you drop your 4th CC, start up your 8 racks. So, 1, 2, 3. Grab your next gas. Just keep going for the damage. As you have Marines available, I like to start clearing creep typically, but this game's like so far over that we can just do this instead. Just go straight in for the kill. Keep making your units behind this and depots. Here I would lift up the factory, put a new one on, and put a reactor here. This is because we want to go biomine, because we see its mutas. Okay. Continue moving forward here. Let's spread out the Marines a little bit. Make missile turrets, by the way, when you're at home. We don't need to watch this too much. This can go right here. Triple Tech Lab. And yeah, that's the game. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I definitely could have done that build a little bit better, but you can find the proper version up on my channel. Me doing it against the AI if you want to see how it's directly done. Well, really? His vision just completely fades every unit. I didn't know it did that. That's kind of cool. Even the ones that are right in front of his drone. I guess it's because he no longer has vision. Yeah. Whereas I still see everything. That's cool. Okay. Whew. Nice. That should put us in Platinum 2 now. Almost there to Diamond and eventually Masters. Did it just, like, make a fucking bird sound? That's metal as shit. Okay, awesome. Anyways, everyone, that's going to be the last part for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And again, sorry for this being late. And finally, thank you so much for all your guys' support. Take care.